From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
59, Mike to 59. Watch the slant.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go,
So
here we go,
after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
21.
Second down, McKinnon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
11.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Here we go.
No. Watch the twist.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double time, double time. Hey.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
They can't hang with us.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And Matthews has it right side. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We want this.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo, left side, caught by Matthews. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan Matthews, 33 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 75 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a 49er first down.
Garoppolo now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Garoppolo leads from McKinnon on the draw. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go, defense.
21. 65. Hey, Alpha. Rep. I got you.
Lucky.
Hey, gun. 21.
Get that ball.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Ryan on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Ryan will throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's McKinnon on the draw. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Tavecchio good on the extra point. A second quarter score from down in Houston. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
Here we go.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Hey, echo.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. All day. All day.
On first down, Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Let's
put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo going deep here for Matthews. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
16 yards, a first down.
Here we go. 21.
Check 52.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I got you.
Move.
Lock.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike
6-6. Pull it hard.
Kill.
1, Omaha. Hey, Foxtrot.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
22-jet bomber.
On second down now, McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jarek McKinnon, 26 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Ryan. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, express.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch a slap, watch a slap. Watch a slap.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
1, Omaha. 61, matchbox.
On first down, McKinnon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jarek McKinnon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go, here we go. Wait! Stay with you. White. Twist.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd down and goal. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Hey, orbit.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And Jones has it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in-route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the
and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Now Ryan. It's caught inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will get him one closer.
Niners 49, Falcons 21. To kick off for Atlanta.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll let this go, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
To throw is Garoppolo. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Ryan. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Here again is McKinnon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
He's got a man, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 76 yards. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. Tavecchio good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan Matthews, 79 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Let's get some penetration.
51, sub.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Ryan, he's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, McKinnon again. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it with McKinnon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. It's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the